Whoa! We got a helicopter crash outside Atlanta, Georgia. Come on in, folks. JLR investigates. This looks like this thing plowed right into the field, into the earth. The heck is going on here, folks? Helicopter crash, helicopter crash. Come on in, come on in. It is in Georgia, folks. Come on in. JLR investigates. JLR investigates. Come on in. We got a situation going on in Georgia. This is outside of Atlanta, Georgia. This is called Walton County. Walton County. Walton County, Georgia. A helicopter crashed in Walton County, injuring 2 people. Wednesday, the helicopter crashed around Brownhill Church Road and Mount Paran Church Road in the Monroe area. And it looks like this thing plowed right into a field. It looks like it's complete gone, like it just gone. This was a helicopter. I'm trying to get the tail number here to find out like where it originally started from. But this is breaking, coming up forward now in right outside Atlanta. I put in the address here. It looks like it is the eastern part of the next county over, a couple counties over from Atlanta, Georgia. We haven't covered helicopter crashes in a while, so the information that they're saying is 2 people are on board. The FAA and NTSB will investigate the crash. Possible press conference coming up on this situation from the county sheriff. One thing I noticed too is like, look like there's some sort of, look at that. That's crazy. Look at that. I also noticed that it looked like it was in some sort of graveyard. Like it looked like gravestones around there. Hopefully they'll zoom it out a little bit. We'll see what's going on. This is out of Walton County. The area of Brownhill Road and Mount Paran Church Road in Walton County. So I'll see approximately how far it is outside Atlanta. I put Atlanta because, it's right outside Atlanta, but this isn't in Atlanta, but right outside Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, this whole area is just nothing but fields and trees. It appears it's a little bit off of I-20. Covington, just on the eastern suburbs of Atlanta. A little bit east of Stone Mountain, Monroe, Social Circle, that particular area. Look at this craziness. Helicopter crash. So we're trying to get some information here. Maybe they get a press conference. Maybe they don't. All right. Fox 5 Atlanta just put out a report here a few minutes ago. While you're looking at the scene here, a helicopter crash is under investigation in Walton County. Now, this report saying we don't know how many people are injured or dead. One report said 2 injuries, but the other media outlets are saying we don't know yet how many people have died, if at all. I don't know, but I mean, could anyone survive this? I mean, look at this, folks. The helicopter crash like this, if it landed, you think anyone surviving this? And if somebody survived this, wow, what a miracle. What a miracle, right? That thing is like burnt to a crisp. I agree. I concur there. So right outside Atlanta here, pretty crazy. We are right outside Atlanta. Look, and there's police at the scene. It seems like there's Georgia State troopers at the scene. I seen ATVs and also saw residents out there. Maybe the field owner, maybe whoever owns that property out there. But it's nothing but like right there. It's like there's like a big thing called hard labor creek area. It's woods, it's fields. So thank God this didn't like drop inside a community. That's the ultimate fear, like similar to what happened in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia when that plane crashed from the sky itself and landed right into a neighborhood. We're pretty wild. See what I mean? This kind of gives you a perspective of what's what's out there. It looks like that's that fork area of the road. Yeah. Yeah, so where Mount Paran Church Road and Brown Hill Church Road meet. Look, see what I'm saying? It's in like a graveyard. It crashed by a graveyard. Those are gravestones, man. Those are crosses. Is that a cemetery? Literally a plane crashed, or not a plane, a helicopter crashed by a cemetery. That's a cemetery. Those are gravestones, man. Whoa. Could be an engine fire. Could be an engine fire. What do you think? An engine fire? Don't tell me those are the survivors. How many people were on this helicopter? People were on this helicopter here. Covering the craziness around the country, folks, we take you to Walton County. Okay, I see the field on the Google Maps. It landed, this thing crashed right by 4 gravestones. Imagine that. By 4 gravestones. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Do we get a press conference here? Absolutely craziness here. So hopefully we'll get more understanding here of exactly what's going on and see. Well, we wanted to pop up. I appreciate everyone being here as we see what the craziness that's going on. I'm also monitoring a situation in Dallas, Texas. Apparently someone was found beheaded in a hotel room. And that's kind of breaking out a little bit too. Crazy wackadoodles. Oh, and we got some information about that police shooting in Austin today. The suspect has been taken into custody. For people that were watching earlier this morning when we were at the live streaming from Austin, Texas, when a police officer got shot. But some crazy details out of that case. There was another suspect that got shot in the head. So it's the crazy stuff continuing to happen. We're also monitoring a bunch of anti-ICE protests breaking out in Philadelphia and in Chicago. But here we are here at a helicopter crash. So many things going on. And here we are. So it looks like pretty wild stuff going on here. Looks like it's burnt to a crisp, but it's just, they say you're more safe in air than you are driving. But I don't know, folks. I don't know, man. I don't know when you're at the sky and you're at the mercy of the pilot, chopper pilot, captain. And here you go. Whew. And look at that headstone. Look at the headstone. It just barely missed a headstone, which is pretty wild too. Come on in. JLR investigates, covering stuff in real time, the craziness that is happening around this country. Who's the pilot? All right, so I'm going to try to get some information about where this chopper originated from. Maybe if we could get a tail number, but there ain't no tail left. I mean, it's literally gone. It's gone, dude. It's gone. That's wild. All right, 2 hospitalized when a helicopter crashes in a North Georgia field right outside Atlanta. How far is this from Atlanta? Let me see. It's 50 miles outside Atlanta. So just to give you a perspective of how far it is, it's like 50 miles outside Atlanta. It's a little bit off of I-20. So the reports are saying 2 hospitalized. Someone survived this? Are you kidding me? Someone survived this. 2 people were injured and taken to the local hospitals, but the sheriff's office says both of them were able to get out of the helicopter themselves. 2 people were injured and taken to the local hospitals, but the sheriff's office said both. So maybe it crashed. Maybe they had time to get out, and then it went up in flames. How are you surviving that? That's what I'm saying. Get out of what? What are you getting out of? There's nothing left except a few pieces. The back end. Unbelievable, folks. It appears the two occupants of this chopper, according to the sheriff's office, there is saying that they made it out on their own. Are you kidding me? There is no word on the extent of their injuries. But if they were able to walk out on the, maybe some bumps and bruises, concussion, maybe they jumped out. Yeah, parachuting out, right? Yeah, parachuting out. Parachute out. I mean, miracle. We have another miracle. It's not on the Hudson, but we have another miracle. Come on in. So we're just going to kind of look at this, kind of talk a little bit, see what's going on here, try to gather up some more intel here. Different things. It's starting to break now all over the place. So all these media outlets from WSB TV to First Atlanta, WSB TV, different news agencies. Fox is talking about it. Fox 5 Atlanta, 11 Alive talking about it. So people are starting to talk about this now. I don't know, man. This must be a generational family field because they got gravestones there. See the cross? There's 4 of them there. 4 of them there at that location. Wow. Another crazy helicopter crash, folks. So I'm looking to see if they got actually any reporters live at the scene, but probably takes a while to get to considering it's out there a little bit outside Atlanta. They have like one little small clip from Atlanta News First. I think we sum this up. Hopefully they zero it in a little bit so we can just see what's left of this helicopter. Absolutely bonkers and insane, folks. Look at that. Nothing left. Few parts. Earlier today, speaking of fields, I was looking at a story we might cover if it gets more crazy, but I don't know if you heard about the drones up in Poland, where I'm not an expert on foreign policy by any stretch of the imagination, but apparently Russian drones or Iranian drones operated by Russia went into Poland. But earlier this morning in Poland, in eastern Poland, they were out in the fields collecting these drones from the fields that apparently got shot down by aircraft. We were going to talk about that a little bit, the drones. But it was like the similar type of field this morning. And they were all out there collecting drone parts. There was a bunch of them. We might cover that the next day. I don't know if things are going to get rocking and rolling. I don't know if we're headed into a World War III. But it was definitely the internet was fire last night. With all this, invasion of Poland and also, I mean, there's a lot of things jumping off. There's a lot of things jumping off. One, some of these cities around this country, Chicago, seems like it's ground zero. Also, Baltimore seems like it's going to be ground zero as far as the ICE, the tackling crime, and then globally, I mean, we got Nepal, got going on there. They're burning things down there. We got protesters in France. We got this possible world conflict with other countries. I mean, we covered the military parade last week with Putin there and Kim Jong there. China, some sort of alliance going on with India, China, North Korea, Russia, and possibly testing NATO now. And So we got a lot of things. What my point is, we have a lot of things. You know, everything is not related in a sense. I'm just sharing with you. There's a lot of different things that are happening. And another helicopter crash. 2 fortunate survivors. Remember that crazy helicopter crash in the Hudson? The tours thing just fell into the water. They actually stopped that tourism there for that company. It's gone. That company's gone. 2 hospitalized when helicopter crashes in North Georgia field. I see 1 lone Georgia State trooper at the scene. We'll wait to get like a report on the ground and find out the extent. But yeah, 2 lone survivors, man. Kudos to them. Kudos for them for surviving this. I didn't even think that would be even possible. And here you are. Here's some of the footage. Take a look. Take a look at the footage. Thank you, Goats Headful. So we're pinning some of the comments up on the screen. Welcome aboard. So far for us, it's been a pretty busy day. I mean, that crazy stabbing in Charlotte, I posted the video. There was a jailhouse interview from the guy that stabbed the Ukrainian refugee. And that guy there is claiming that the government put things inside his body. They're like, it's crazy. He's blaming the government. The government's possibly going to seek the death penalty against him, but he's blaming like he got like, so people claim they got chips put in their heads. And you got an officer being shot in Austin. And you got this. Got protesters breaking out in some of these cities. You got somebody found beheaded in a hotel in Dallas. Some stuff's going on for us. If I could get the tail, I can understand where this. I could do the track record of the chopper here. If I could get the tail, and that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for any information about who owns this chopper. Was this deliberate? Was it somebody that shouldn't have been flying? Was it somebody? Look, there's barrels of hay. Barrels of hay around there. You know who's flying this chopper? Somebody with certain hours of experience. A new pilot. What's going on? Mechanical failure. It gives you more perspective. Right outside Atlanta, folks. It's called Walton County. Yeah, it looks pretty crazy. For sure. And here we are. And it's just in the afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're from. I am from the East Coast. JLR Investigates. We take you to a field outside of Atlanta. It's called Walton County, near the community of Monroe. Whitney. The only thing I see out here in this area is literally churches, farmhouses, barrels of hay, fields. And look at this thing. It's just this big black glob in the middle of a field. How do you survive this? Explain. Do we have any former pilots in the chat? How do you survive this? Literally. Because far too often when we talk about these things, they end up being really, really bad situation and ends up nobody ends up living. Look at this, like just in the middle of a field. An extreme rural area. Welcome aboard. JLR Investigates. As we're seeing what's going on here at this location, also trying to get an update. They say 2 people hospitalized. Unknown condition. We don't know if they're male, female. We don't know who was on that plane. Somebody learning how to fly. Also, the media is not really putting out the kind of helicopter this could be. Man, they got the tail though. One video here got the tail, like the tail. There's numbers on that tail right there. I think I see some white lettering on that tail on another photo that I'm looking at. Be nice to get find out where this thing started at. See, I'm reading a story about a helicopter crash in Wisconsin over the weekend that killed 2 people, landed on like railroad tracks. And believe it or not, these smaller crafts and these airplanes, small planes and helicopters, it's almost every other day there's a crash somewhere. A lot of times we don't even hear about it, or it doesn't even make a lot of story, or just no one cares. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela Bay. So there was a helicopter crash in Wisconsin over the weekend that actually killed 2 people. 2 people, one 81 years old, one 66. So there was it was Lakeville helicopter crash. Because if you just put in Google, sometimes they'll just show you all the stuff that's been happening recent in the last week. And it seems like there has been now 2 helicopter crashes in this country just in the last few days. Lello, nice to see you. Minute-to-minute coverage. Fluid situation. So information evolves over time. We speculate a lot, and then we try to gather the information until we get the actual information. Sometimes we'll never get the actual information. So it leads to a lot of speculation and talk. I always say lack of information leads to speculation. Give the information, you get less speculation. Particularly when there's crimes that happen or missing people and they don't put out all the information. Leads people's imaginations and thoughts and what could have been happening. like we're doing here until we get the information. See the gravestones on the left? Right outside Atlanta, folks. Helicopter, Walton. Also monitoring what else is going on out there. Still don't know what happened yesterday in Oakland when we were on with Oakland with the liquor store. No other information came out of it. We don't know if it was a shooting or stabbing that caused a school to be locked down and a big crime scene, tape set up and everything like that. No information. I don't even know what. Usually I like to follow up on the stories that we cover, right? If we sometimes the feeds go away and we don't get the information, I look later on and try to find out what exactly happened. I don't know what happened in Oakland yesterday with that crazy thing that we covered. Some of you might have been here. Some of you might not have. There was some sort of major incident. I don't know if it was a stabbing or shooting or what. Shots fired. It appears no one got hurt. And by the way, also speaking of Oakland, San Francisco, also the other day we covered a person that was shot off of Highway 101 off their exit ramp. Well, I found out some information about that case because we were like, how did somebody get shot on the highway? And it ended up being someone walking along the highway. And police, pull over and talk to the person, whatever, like, you can't be on the highway here. And then the person started lunging at the officers and they shot him. Barrels of hay. Got barrels of hay. Big hay. Hey. Hello. Hey. Look, see? 4 gravestones. 4 people are buried there. That's what some of the communities do rural-wise. They'll take somebody to their graveyard. They just bury them on their property. Bury them right on their property. What's the tail? Let's get the tail. Hopefully we get the tail. All right, tail. What's the tail number? What's the tail number? Walton County. Look at that. That's somebody survived that. It's crazy. Somebody actually survived that. Totally insane. Look for the N number. That's right. N. Look at that. Burn off. How does somebody survive that? How does 2 people survive that? How does 2 people actually survive that? And they were taken to the hospital and they actually walked off the craft. I don't know. I don't know if it was before it crashed or after it crashed. Maybe it spin in and kind of landed like this and boom, caught on fire. People jump out. One brings the other out, goes away, thing goes up in flames. How do you survive that? That is James says N754NH might be the number. Let me look that up. Maybe. I'm going to look at flight radar. James put a possible number out there. I'm going to put it in the radar. These things are like serial numbers. How does somebody survive that? Great question. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go outside Atlanta here and look on flight radar. And see how the heck does somebody even survive that? That's crazy. Oh yeah, they got 2 choppers there now at the scene. Sheriff says 2 people survived. That is crazy. Look at that. It's crazy. Yeah, what's your thoughts? People on X are like, another one, another one, another one. Because people are like on these crash watch. On crash watch. People are on crash watch. Interesting. They did like a U.S. Marshals and authorities did I'm looking at another story here at a warehouse raid in Bensonville, Illinois. Feds and marshals, and they raided some sort of tobacco warehouse. Well, we're gonna stick here with the chopper here to at least bring public awareness to this. Thoughts on flying? I don't know, man. You know, I don't know if I would feel safe getting in a helicopter. Me and Magnolia were on we have a friend in Arizona that took us up on a little private plane. I had fun. It was really neat being a private plane. I was scared. But we were in a little private plane touring the border wall, and I actually enjoyed it. Normally, I'd be like, no, I'm not getting in any plane or small plane or no helicopter. Now, other people say this is the safest way to fly. And it's safer to be up in the sky than it is in the road. You have a more chance of being in a car accident than being in a plane or a helicopter crash. I saw another crazy video about a month ago or something to California. A small plane just literally landed on the golf course and was like going over the sand dunes, the dunes, and then just person just got out like a plane crash. Like, whoa. Oh, there's the authorities. And here we are. It's crazy because right now I'm looking at Flight Radar 24 in the Atlanta area, and they got a Border Patrol chopper up in the sky flying around. Thought that was interesting. Also, I want to monitor here. Let's see. Also closely monitoring Chicago. They took the streets last night in Chicago, so I think any minute it's going to break out in Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, there was a plane that landed at the airport, North Chicago, the other day, and went past the runway into a fence. Boom. And then a day later, same thing happened in Boca Raton. Plane crashes. Happens far too much. Helicopter, plane crashes. I'm going to read some of the comments here. I was scouring around trying to get more information. I don't think there's any more information at this time. Shoot with the comments. Let us know what you think. And Vino Veritas, nice to see you. I am a flight trained nurse and live to fly. Veritas, thank you for that comment. Some people are born to fly. They love to fly. This is a passion. Shout out to all the pilots out there, all the flight attendants, the mechanics. Shout out to the people that put the luggage in the planes when we go fly. Some people have never flown. We don't know what type of helicopter. Can someone, what do you think the type of helicopter this is? Ross says 40,000 deaths related to automotive accidents in the United States versus 70 deaths related to aircraft accidents in the United States. Look at that. 70,000. Is that per year? 70,000 to 70. Whoa. That's why they say statistics, you're far more safer to fly. Jet Tanger. Just heard it could be a jet tanger. Let's see. kind of does. A Bell Jet Ranger. Maybe. Jet Ranger. Bell helicopter. People are saying definitely a Bell. Jet Ranger. Bell 206. Notice all that black spread out from it. Yep. Pretty crazy, folks. Stay safe out there. Don't want to be speaking about you. Stay safe out there. Oh. Ooh. Chopper gone. So it's a miracle. 2 people have survived. Once we get more information about exactly what happened, we will share. I've been looking over and all over the internet trying to get new information about this, but I think we've covered everything that's available out there. Share this out. Let us know what you think. If we get any type of new information, don't think we'll go back live on this unless there may be a press conference, maybe not. But if there is a press conference, whatever like that, we'll share. I'll put it in the description of the video or in the comments there. I'll pin a comment to share exactly what happened. All right. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for stopping by. We cover the craziness and interesting things nationwide in real time. Let us know what you think. JLR and Magnolia Investigates. Stay safe out there if you're flying. Shout out to all the pilots out there. Y'all are great. And the flight attendants and everyone. Take care.